Okay, so potentially we've got a buy opportunity for the US dollar versus the Singapore dollar. We can see here that prices pulled back, yet we're still in an upward trend. We can see by the order angular separation of the 200, the 50 and the 20 moving average, all sitting in perfect order. They've got great angle and separation between them, which is our objective confirmation that we're still in an upward trend despite the pullback. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days where prices retraced, and now we're finally at a stage where we could see the continuation of this prevailing upward trend. Friday closed as a bullish pin bar reversal with the iconic tail and the open and close in the top half of the bar. As you can see, this was similar to Thursday, a sign to us that we do have relative indecision. However, the fact that we've got two consecutive bullish pin bar reversals showed that price below the open and close has been one of rejection. A conservative trader will typically place a long order in order to take advantage of the prevailing upward trend, providing we do get the continuation with their entry above Friday's high, plus spread, plus that additional pip, their stop loss below the low, minus spread, minus the additional pip. What is interesting about this trade as well is the fact that we have the rejection of the previous swing high here, as you can see, dating all the way back to March earlier this year. The only thing I don't really like about this trade is the lack of reversal on the smaller time frame. As you can see on the 60-minute chart, we haven't got that all-important higher low yet. Sure enough, we've got a level of resistance here on the hourly chart, and we've got this range-bound choppy movement here. You can see in the rectangle here. However, if we have a safe entry above Friday's high, it will mean that we're only triggered into the trade if there is volatility and movement, and therefore we have a breakout above that level of resistance we see on the hourly time frame. So this is why I always recommend have your order above the high, plus spread, plus that additional pip. Okay, a more conservative trader would have that entry above the high and their stop loss below the low. However, an even more conservative trader would look for more of a definitive reversal on the lower time frame. You could treat this as a classic ring low opportunity, given the fact that we've had consecutive lower highs and lower lows on the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. As you can see, if we zoom in here, the highs of these days haven't been breached, so you could argue that it's a significant sign to us that we'll see continuation of the dollar to some extent if the high of Friday and Thursday are both breached. As you can see, they're pretty similar, these two bars. A tactical way of trailing this trade, if you're triggered into it, that is to trail below the low of every buyer bar once in the trade. Okay, so if we look on the weekly time frame as well, we'll see that we're in a clear upward trend, and this just reflects dollar strength